goes for home on a front runner. We've seen that tactic already successful here this week. Watch the white colours now. That is Free Wind, who begins to sail down the outside. She's now about to challenge for second on the outside of Peripatetic. There is 4 lengths now for Free Wind to find on the leader, Sumo Sam. But Tom Marquand once again has thrown down the gauntlet. Catch me if you can, cries Marquand. He's clear by 4, and now Free Wind begins to paddle. River of Stars towards the outside now, rallying, will challenge for second, but it is Sumo Sam racing inside the 5.5 furlong and has gone clear by 8 lengths to River of Stars. Tom Marquand from the front once again, a glorious Goodwood. It was Sumo Sam who won the Lillie Langtry. In second, River of Stars. Time Lot stayed on. Free Wind has finished very, very tired. So too has Peripatetic, and the rest, Qatar, still coming to the line. 25 to 1. Tom Marquand in the colours of the Abib family has won on Sumo Sam. Back-to-back wins in this race for Tom, who rode the winner C. La Rosa 12 months ago, and has recorded, Sumo Sam, just a second career success. Here's the second, River of Stars, who packed very badly at the start, struggled to really to get her footing leaving the stalls, but she's done well to rally for second place, and there's then a yawning break back to the rest. Time Lot will be third, and Free Wind a very tired fourth. Let's go down and rejoin Matt.
A sec, just stop. Well, here's Tom Marquand, who's ridden another just inspired race. Well done, Thomas. I bet that was fun.
Yeah, look, I'd be lying if I said I did any research into the race, because I came back in from the last and they said, can you do 8.11? So obviously jumped aboard her, but look, I've seen plenty of her. I was actually meant to ride her the day I got kicked Guineas weekend, and watched her go and finish second, and looked like she wanted a trip, and Mr. Cole and Ollie were very keen just to go and make it a solid test. And look, as the other day showed, you find a rhythm in front, and it's a hard track to get horses back. So look, she's done well. She was getting a bit lonely that last half furlong, but the damage was already done.
Tom, it opens up the real possibility of you being top rider at Glorious Goodwood. You've gone close before. How much would that mean?
Yeah, it'd be amazing. You know, I think obviously being an apprentice to Richard Hannon's, Goodwood was very much at the forefront of one of the biggest weeks of the year for them. So yeah, it'd be special. Ryan picked me to it a couple of years ago with 1 more second than me, so that was a frustrating day. But hopefully, it's been a fantastic week regardless of that. But it would be nice to have your name up on the board.
And I think it would be deserved after Quickthorn as well. Finally, Tom, obviously the Stewards' Cup is a cavalry charge. These are what some might call almost treacherous conditions now. Is it actually safe to run a sprint like that in these conditions?
Yeah, look, it's obviously not what any of us want to see. I think the straight course is probably in the best condition out of the whole track. So, look, if trainers are willing to run, look, it's very wet ground, but it's just it is what it is. And look, to be honest with you, I'd be going out there not too worried. So yeah, it's one of them. It's not ideal. It's not what we want. And look, if it was a small meeting, you probably would be thinking of calling it off. But this is Goodwood, and it's one of the biggest sprint handicaps of the season.
Well done. Let's have a quick one with Jocelyn here. We always talk about stable staff in conditions like this. Of course, you at home have to work in rain like this every day of the week.
Oh, well, it's worth it when you have days like this, isn't it?
What a horse.
It's for the horse. She's such a lovely filly. She's very sassy. She knows she's good, and she deserves it. So.
And so do you. Well done.
That was the Qatar Lillie Langtry run in an absolute monsoon. Well done, Jocelyn. She doesn't care one jot. 25 to 1 the winner. Not a great result for the ITV7. Here they go clear, Francesca. You fancy this horse a little bit. This is what, Marquand Masterclass number 3, isn't it, this week?
Yeah, Marquand Mark 2. I mean, he didn't get the early lead quite like he did on Quickthorn in the Goodwood Cup, but he was able just to keep building. And this filly caught my eye earlier in the year because she's just a big, scopy, strong thing. And I think further she goes, and probably the stiffer the conditions like today has really helped. She covers a lot of ground. She has got got a big old stride on her, and Tom was able just to keep stretching her, and just got the first run on the others who weren't able to bridge the gap. I thought for Neil Callan, who was meant to ride, he couldn't do the weight, had to leave home early, and couldn't get in the bath. No saunas, of course, that was the talking point on the opening show this morning, hence he couldn't ride and Tom was the beneficiary.
Yeah,
That debate will go on.
Yeah, of course it will, and because it's one of those things. Look, it's an unfair situation that jockeys are struggling so much, and I think we would all agree that Neil's pretty vocal, so Neil won't mind saying that he couldn't ride if that was the reason, and how much they are struggling. But I have to say, whoever rode it, what a great ride it was. I mean, you mentioned that you fancied it. She didn't look like she knew what she was doing. She her head was quite high, her legs were coming up quite high. She's massively still learning to high.
It was quite a bold entry from the Cole team, because she hasn't really shown a huge amount to suggest that she would be winning a Group 2, but they put her in here thinking that she has had the potential.
I like, again, we'll focus in the part where he got away and went away from the field. Very early, he was so positive from the gates to get her into that position and get motivated. He wanted to hold the inside.
Well done to Ollie Cole,
He doesn't
singing
look like
in the
he
rain.
minds the rain either.
And that is the second Group 2 success for him with his dad as a combination. You remember Royal Scotsman won last year's Richmond. So as a dual licence, they've got another one in the bag, and these photographs will help us remember this absolute monsoon. Just caught a word with Frankie Dettori walking in after she faded in the end, didn't she? Free win, wasn't in the first three. He says those are as bad a conditions as he's ever ridden in, which says it all. It was River of Stars who ran on for second in the end. Thursday, Goodwood was almost glorious. Here's another highlight for you. This was Al Hussein winning what was a dramatic Nassau. It went wrong for the French, but Shadwell won it. Jim Crowley and Roger Varian, and we saw a royal winner too.